first ones to the spot this morning. It's a brisk morning here in Texas. I'm seeing a lot of dog walkers, a lot of joggers, but not a whole lot of fishermen. Right behind me is a little river called the San Antonio River, as most people here know it as the Riverwalk. I'm especially excited for today's video because I get the opportunity to explore a place that I have never been to before. Believe it or not, I've never gotten the chance to not only visit San Antonio, but I've never got to fish it. And I'm hoping to accomplish both those goals today. I wanted to film a video like this for quite some time. You guys saw it in the last ATX video that I filmed about a year ago. Many people enjoyed that video where basically I go down in a very urban setting and not only catch the fish that these urbanscapes have to offer, but also eat good food, meet the people, and just really fully immerse myself in a culture that is fairly different than other places such as Fort Worth, Dallas, Houston, and Austin, Texas. So I'm very pumped to see what San Antonio has got today, and we're going to fish all of its beautiful waters and try to really get a good grasp as to what this place really is all about. So stick with it, stay tuned, and enjoy today's video. Expect to get some looks today, my friend. I think we're doing something that a whole lot of people don't do, and maybe for a good reason. You know, one thing I did before this trip is I asked a lot of you guys, a lot of my viewers at home, and to be quite honest, a lot of people were telling me to avoid the Riverwalk because it isn't necessarily the cleanest river. Not exactly the most pristine spot you can fish in San Antonio. There's plenty of options, but that's exactly what drew me to this area. I was gravitated towards the fact that this is an unideal place to fish. And today we're going to attempt the challenge. So here we are, the Riverwalk. I don't know much about this place. Like I said, I'm all new to San Antonio, but I think that's the beauty of it, is we're about to get surprised and we have the opportunity to explore something entirely new. Let's run it. How fuego these little lights. It's a shame there's no like striper or like snook in here. We could dabble with it. I've never really known bass to hang around lights though. Striped bass, well, I guess largemouth do. Lake Conroe, you can catch some pretty big bass from what I've heard on lights. There we go. There we go. There's a bass. Yes, sir. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Unreal. Unreal. You know, I absolutely love it because throughout this entire morning of fishing, all the walkers, all the runners are like, are you sure there's any fish in here? Like, I didn't even know you could fish in this spot. And here we are with the proof. A nice largemouth bass, my first ever San Antonio fish. Caught this one on a little prototype Googan jig. Absolute beauty of a first fish. We're talking about the fact that I've never fished here before. This is obviously not an ideal place to search for bass, but here we have a quality LMB. I will admit there are some signs of some wear and tear, signifying why this is an urban spot. This fish has definitely been caught a few times before. But what's cool is someone decided to put this fish back so that I could enjoy it, or that someone else could catch it and enjoy it one day. But just an absolute gorgeous urban fish. We've established that there are bass in San Antonio. Let's send him on his way. So epic. That is a huge accomplishment. Whew. I mean, this is so sick. I'm hoping that's the first of many, but I will say it has been not the easiest of mornings when it comes to locating this fish. We have found the bass. Now let's go get some more. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, right there, there's a bobber. There's a fish. Oh my God. Do you see that? Follow that thing. Right there, do you see it? Follow it, follow it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Follow that bobber. Do you see it? There it is. There it is. I got it, whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, this is insane. We're about to save this fish's life. It's a catfish. Gotta be very careful with this. This is insane, dude. This is absolutely insane. He's really green too, like really green. Okay, careful. Are you filming right now? This is nuts. I've never done anything like this before. There's a fish. It looks like it broke someone off with the bobber. It's a pretty big catfish too. And I saw the bobber just kind of swimming around. I'm like, oh my God, is there a fish? It's a big catfish, I know. You gotta be really careful with him. He could pop off. That line's really frayed. Nuts. Okay, guy, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna get you unhooked. You're all right, you're all right. Relax. There you go. I've never done anything like that before in my entire life. What you guys just witnessed was the craziest thing I've ever seen, that probably you guys have ever seen. Here we have a catfish that, mind you, I did not catch. Oh my God, this is gonna be so sloppy. He is so green right now. He like does not like me. But the good news is we're actually gonna save this guy's life. So basically, to set up kind of what happened, I saw a bobber. Here, I'll just show you guys the catfish real quick and we'll get it back. Oh God, they have such strong teeth. Look at that. Look at that catfish. This is the weirdest freaking thing on earth. All right, I'm gonna put him back real quick. See you later, guy. That was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, there is. I don't know if you guys heard what they said, but they're like, truth be told, there are fish in here. Yep, there are fish. We were heading back down river so we could go, you know, explore the river walk and do some other things aside just fish the river. And I, like, out of the corner of my eye, saw this bobber like going up and down just below the surface. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, what is going on? Like, is that like a turtle that I'm just like, am I tripping right now? I saw this bobber with all this line, mind you, and it's going up and down and up and down. I'm like, what? This doesn't make any sense. This is so strange. And then it dawned on me, there's a fish on the end of that bobber. It's gotta be. So what I did is I got really close to it. Alex kept his eyes on it as well, so we're kind of tracking it down. I took my jig and I snagged this wad of line, and lo and behold, on the end of the line was that catfish that you just saw. And there was the hook that was in that catfish. Sadly, that catfish had probably been hooked for quite some time. His mouth was fairly mangled. But the good news is we saved its life, essentially. There's no way a fish like that would have survived for much longer with all of this line and a bobber attached. Technically, not a catch, but 100% a win. This goes to show that people out there really need to clean up their line. I guess tie good knots. I don't even know how you break off with that much line. I don't even know. I would love to know what actually happened or what went down to cause that fish to break off. But yeah, there you have it. There's catfish in this river as well. I like your dachshund. Just fishing it today, yeah. What? Just fishing it today. Why is that? Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. I still like your dachshund though. Yeah, you have a good one. That's what I get for being nice. Just trying to clean up. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of fishing on in this river, which I guess is a good thing. Either means this doesn't get fished that much or people are just like responsible. I do believe this section of the river is completely off limits for any sort of kayaks or watercraft. We did learn that on our way back to the river. To be fair, when I first came here, I thought it was just like a free-for-all river situations. That's why I was so confused as to why we're the only kayaks out there. But a few people on the sidewalk informed us that you can't have these in this section of the river walk, which is fine. But I learned my lesson. You can actually fish here, but you just can't do it off the kayak. But we full sent it today. It turned out to be very successful. We caught a largemouth. And then I guess we technically caught a catfish as well. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna bring these kayaks, put them back in the trailer, and go explore this city outside of just the fishing aspect and kind of really get in it because it's still early in the day and there's lots to do. So I'll meet you guys down there. I definitely have a different perspective of this river right now just because I'm looking at it from a different angle. I didn't realize at first that these little waterfalls, these little areas that were trickling water into the main river, which you guys probably saw, weren't ponds or artificial, they're actually springs. And here's an example of one of the springs, natural water coming out of the ground. It's warm water too. It's one of the reasons why this river's so warm. That's so neat. It's cool that they kept the natural springs here. Shout out to San Antonio, keeping it historic. I love it. It's awesome. So we just pulled up to this little spot. Oh, there's a big one right below him. There's a bigger one right below him. I don't know if that's a carp or a bass, but there's something big right below him. Oh, I just got bit. I'm on. Oh, he had it. How unreal is that? There's a legit school of like fingerling sized bass. Like they're very, very little, but they're very aggressive. I got a bite instantly. It's not gonna sink very fast, but at least they'll be able to eat it. They're so aggressive. I'm surprised. Oh, I just got stolen. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, big tilapia. Dude, look at the size of that tilapia. What if the key is to get him pissed off like a bass? Got him. Are you recording? Yep. I got him. Dude, I freaking got this fish. Oh my God, look at this fish. This is the craziest. Look. No, he just came off. No. I've always wanted to catch one of those fish. I've heard they're here in this river. We probably will see some more. It was weird. It was almost like he was on a bed. I kept throwing at him, and then he popped off. But that's cool. It's a fish we probably would not have been able to catch or hook. Keyword hook, not catch. If we were on the yak. So, did you get any of that? Like him? He looks so weird. Mark my words, we're gonna catch one of those today before we leave. What's your Instagram? I'm gonna shoot you a follow. That's awesome. What's your name?
Gabby.
Gabby, nice to meet you. Do you mind if I take a picture of your pup now? Is that all right? Yeah, that's cool. Thank you, man. What do you think of the city?
It's pretty good. It's great.
Yeah.
It has a lot of culture. I mean, you don't really get it anywhere else in the
I was gonna say, it's so different than like Dallas or Fort Worth or even Austin to an extent.
I actually just graduated from TCU.
In my opinion, food can like really define a city. You know, Chicago's got dogs, New York's got pizza, and then Buffalo's got its wings. And my mission right now is to figure out what San Antonio is known for. So we're gonna head off the Riverwalk and go find some local cuisine that you guys suggested to me. I asked on Instagram, what are some places that I should eat at while I'm here in San Antonio? And I think the most prominent answer was Mi Tierra, so we're gonna check it out. But yeah, fishing's done for now, and we're gonna go check out some grub. Meet you guys there. That's funny. You, sir.
Hey guys, have a good day.
You too. We made it. So we got a buzzer, which is never good, about a 40-minute wait, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Literally, I think 90% of my DMs and my comments are like, you have to come to this joint, this Tex-Mex joint. So we're here. And you know what? If it means we have to wait a few moments and we have to skip out on some fishing, that's fine. I'm all for good food. You ever fish out by the Riverwalk? Decent, yeah. What's that?
I threw up in it once.
What a spot. What a spot. I think the funniest thing about San Antonio is that the people are so much different than the people in Dallas or Fort Worth or Austin. I don't know how to, I guess I can't put my finger on it, but they're definitely nice. I think they're more congenial, more open. You can like just strike up a conversation with pretty much anyone, it feels like, in this town. But I'm looking forward to eating. That's the most important thing. Chips and salsa, we're about to try right now for the first time. It's gonna, this is honestly what makes or breaks a Tex-Mex spot. Oh wow, that's stupid good. See, I'm a sucker for like very soupy salsa. Like I'm a sucker for just a light salsa, not super chunky. I love that. I know I'm not a food critic, but I have lived in Texas for almost 3 years now, and I've been to so many different Tex-Mex spots, Fort Worth, Dallas, even Austin. So I've got a few spots under my belt. So far, so good. Drinks are great. Salsa and chips, fantastic. I love that salsa. Yeah, we're just gonna order a little bit of everything. Thank you so much. Okay, so what we have here is George's Special. This was the most requested item on the menu that you guys told me to get. I'm excited for it. It looks delicious. I don't exactly know what it entails. I just ordered without even looking, by the way. Going in for the enchiladas verdes. You said you like this? Alex had a bite before me. Holy. I think I like San Antonio. There she is. What a legend. Yeah, we didn't catch any swordfish today. We caught some bass, caught some catfish. No, out here. It's crazy. We literally just pull up to this little park, and first and foremost, it's the most scenic spot I've ever seen in my entire life. There's lily pads, the water's clear, there's waterfalls, tons of current. This right here is a testament as to why this place surprises me. There's so much life that thrives in the heart of San Antonio, in most cities for that matter, that people don't even realize. I think people just kind of write off any sort of river or body of water that is in the central location of a downtown area. But like, you have to understand, there's still life, you know, just trying to thrive in these ecosystems. It's insane, and that's one of the reasons why it bumps me out to see people like throw their trash in here, leave fishing line. You know, there's still stuff going on. There's still bass, you know, living in these waters. There's still turtles and frogs and muskrats trying to make their home in these spots. Not to get sentimental here, but it's true. It's like, it's incredible how this is in some ways more amazing and diverse than places that I've fished in the backcountry. But yeah, this specifically is insane. This is so much different than the Riverwalk. We're still in the same river system, but it's just, oh, it's lush, man. You don't see stuff like this very often, and to find it in the heart of San Antonio it's pretty unique. Anyway, we're gonna keep fishing down, see if we can go find some more largemouth. Oh, I can see fish. I think they're tilapia. Although it may seem like we're done fishing, we're honestly not. As you can see here, I've brought some rods with me. Now, the night bite isn't necessarily a bass or a largemouth oriented focus, but what we can catch after the sun is set is carp, catfish, and then maybe the oddball cichlid or tilapia. What's that? Let's all go a little bluegill or bass. What are the other ones? They're all
Dude, yeah, give him twitch. Oh, you got him.
Got him. A little largy. Well, I said we weren't gonna catch a largemouth tonight, but we actually managed to do so. It's not the monstrous San Antonio largemouth that we were after, but it's an LMB regardless. And that's my second San Antonio fish. We came to the lights to go fish for everything but largemouth, and guess what we catch? Nice little largie. Just a juvie, but this is a future 10-pounder in the making. I love little bass. They're so much fun to catch. Oh, what is this? This is different. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a long ear. We have a new species. Check this guy out. So, funny enough, this is a species I've wanted to catch since we came down here. This is a species I heard that thrives in this river, believe it or not, and it's the long ear sunfish. They get their name because they got long ears. Super aggressive, as you can see. I actually caught that on a chunk of a slim shake, and he came up and hammered. It's so funny. I'm like trying to catch everything but these guys, and I'm getting bit by a little bit of diversity here. Such cool fish, man. I think you can only find them in the South. I don't believe, again, don't quote me, but I don't believe Midwesterners have these long ear. That's why they're so much fun to encounter when you do get a chance to catch one. Might be state record, I don't know. All right, see you guys. Back in the water he goes. Maybe we'll catch a tilapia, probably not. We'll just catch, after this cast, we'll catch like some other random species that doesn't even exist in this river. This place is truly amazing. I knew I was gonna like San Antonio, but I didn't think I would like it this much. We got to explore the city, do some fishing, and I think the coolest part about this is all the people we met. We met some viewers, we met some new subscribers today too. Just friendly people, and that's something I guess I didn't 100% expect. The cool thing is, this video series isn't done. We're gonna be going full-on hardcore fishing tomorrow, bright and breezy. The goal today was kind of just get acclimated, get a feel for San Antonio, see what really it has to offer. So the main focus and goal for tomorrow's send is to chase after some fish that are endemic to southern Texas, or I guess in San Antonio. That includes the Guadalupe bass, tilapia, and then maybe even that elusive cichlid. But I'm stoked for tomorrow's epi. We do have to get back to the hotel and get some rest because we got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining us on day number 1. We'll catch you bright and breezy in the AM.